Someone asked me to share about my experience in Toronto. So I went on one 2 years ago, and it was probably the best experience I've ever had, and I'm not just saying that just to advertise, but it was really great to live in community with a bunch of believers and stuff, and we're all sharing the same house, and that gave us an opportunity to experience things together and share what we were experiencing like daily and encourage one another, and that was good. Also, we're really challenged to share the gospel with people in a lot of different ways. From a couple of us went street preaching downtown Toronto, and that was hard. And just to talking to people or serving, so it really took a lot of steps of faith, and to be able to do that, and it was tough, but it was good. And to do that with other people, so you weren't just kind of alone doing that. And we were able to join with other ministries that were going on, and it was really encouraging to see sacrifices that other people had made in their own lives to work for God, and just to be involved with that. And what was one of them? One guy, he didn't have a family or wife, and he was committed to serving Somali families and setting up tutoring and stuff for them, and it was encouraging to see what he had went through and what he gave up to do that, and to be involved with that.
You're forgetting, but it stood out in my mind, was when out of season, you, me, and Josh went for a walk, and we ended up at a high school.
Oh, yeah.
What happened out of season?
Oh, it was really cool, yeah. Well, we learned this rope trick. It was like an illustration of the gospel. And yeah, we were just walking, and these high school kids were on lunch break. And
like hundreds of them.
We showed the rope trick to literally, like hundreds of high school students. And they just hey, anybody want to see a trick? And they just flocked. Whoa, okay. Expecting maybe 2 or 3, and there was groups of 10 everywhere that we just went around for, I don't know, almost an hour, I guess.
The whole lesson.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Now, 2 years later, what things have you learned that you can kind of incorporate in your life?
Well, I guess just from that, in season, out of season, always be prepared. That was so surprising. So just be open to any kind of opportunity, whether you're expecting it or not. Because we did have scheduled evangelism where we'd go out and do it, but this was totally unscheduled and off the cuff. So look out for those, because it was great. It worked really well. So.
Did you do the Somali coffee shop?
Yeah.
Talk a bit about that, because I never had a chance to see it.
Well, it was a little more discreet. The guy we went with, he would go to coffee shops where all the Somali men would gather and just talk, and he'd try and share the gospel with them there. But it was dangerous because he was actually getting his life threatened a few times, but he would still go. And some of the stories were just heart-wrenching. One guy we were talking to, he was 13. All of his friends were lined up against the wall, and he watched all his friends shot to death, and he was the only one that survived, and he shared that with us, and the guy was helping him through it and encouraging him, and it was tough to see him. It kind of shook my world a bit to realize what other people have gone through and how good we have it here, and